Hey guys, back with another how-to video on the Acura MDX. Today we're going to be doing the fluid change on the rear differential. This is going to be very similar to doing the front transfer case or the transmission, or the differentials and stuff I do on my YXZ. So very similar process. So we're going to do a step-by-step walkthrough on that. So let's take a look at the tools that are required to do this job, and then jump into it. This will be a quick and easy change. So let's get started. Okay, tools you'll need for the job: drain pan and a funnel, a torque wrench capable of doing 35 foot-pounds, an extension will come in handy, a little hand pump, some paper towels. You'll need your crush washers. I believe one of these is an 18 and one is a 20. I'll put the part numbers on the video. Then 3 quarts, about 2 and 3/4 quarts roughly of DPSF fluid. Check your specifications. Your MDX may require something different. I know earlier models required different things, so just double check your specs to make sure you're putting the right fluid in. But that's pretty much all that you need for this job. Okay, so let's take a quick tour of the differential here, the rear differential. Through the cross member right here, there's a hole, and in the back of that hole is the fill bolt for the differential. You can see it uses a standard 3/8" drive head to remove it. And then on the drain side, you can see the drain bolt is right here. Let's see if we can see where my finger is, kind of poor lighting, but it's also uses a 3/8" drive, so that's where we're going to drain it from. And let me go ahead and get this started. I want to start by removing the filler bolt first, because you don't want to drain it and then not be able to break that thing free and put new fluids in. So let's make sure we can get that out first, and then we'll pull the drain bolt. So let's do that right now. So you can see I've got my extension fed through the cross member, and then I've got my ratchet here fed through. I'm actually using my torque wrench as a breaker bar, because I expect this is on there with about 35 foot-pounds of pressure. So let's see if we can break it free. Boy, that's really on there. There we go. Alright, so we got that free. I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. And there's the fill bolt out. And see if we can get this thing to break loose. There we go. Adjust my drain pan. Normally I should be doing this with gloves. And that oil actually looks really good. We'll inspect the bolts here in just a second. It smells pretty clean as well. Let me grab some paper towels and clean this stuff up. Okay, so looking at this bolt, overall it looks pretty good. There's no shavings or anything that I can see. So we'll just kind of clean it up with the paper towel and get it ready to go back in. I'll put a new crush washer on there, and then we'll torque it down. I've got to go find the specs on this to figure out what the torque specs are. Okay, you can see the fluid is, was starting to brown. It should be a little more pinkish in color, but there's no grit, there's no shavings or anything, so fluid itself looks pretty good coming out. I think I caught it at the right time. There's about 35,000 miles on the car. It's about when you want to do it. Okay, so once again, the specifications for the torque settings are not available on the 15 MDX yet. At least no service manual was available online that I could find or anywhere. And I called the dealer. The parts guy didn't know, so I did my research again on previous generation MDXs as well as the Honda Pilot. And just like the stuff on the front, it looks like right about 35 foot-pounds is right about where you need to be. So that's what I've got my wrench set up for, and that's what we're going to torque it down to. Okay, so with that done, we're going to go ahead and start adding the oil into the fill hole, which is right here. And for that, I've got my pump. So I've got a pump with my oil all set up. So what I'm going to do is just feed that through right here and just start pumping it in. And there we go. Now you can check this as well just by putting your pinky in there, just to make sure you got enough, but I think we're okay. We're going to go ahead and put the filler bolt in. I went ahead and replaced the crush washer as well, and we're going to torque that down to 35 foot-pounds as well. And we should be good to go. Okay, so that's all there really is to it. It's a very simple job to be able to just drain and fill. And stay on top of these routine maintenance items is really what's going to extend the life of your car. So don't be afraid to go out and tackle these things. It doesn't take a lot of expensive tools to do or anything like that, and it doesn't really take a lot of time. You can get this job done really, really quickly. I mean, the longest thing you're going to take is just waiting for everything to drain, get to that drip. So go out there, tackle these things, and it'll save you a fortune in repair bills as well as extend the life of your car. So it's definitely worth it. And just a side note here for the used oil, you can take that back and recycle it to just about any auto parts store. I know AutoZone will do it. I know O'Reilly's does it. I know Advanced Auto does it. Most of these chains will actually recycle your used motor oil, gear oil, and all that kind of stuff, petroleum-based products, for free. So bring the stuff down and dispose of it correctly. Don't dump it down the sewers and stuff like that. Because it doesn't cost anything to take it to these places and recycle it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, please post them. I'll be happy to answer them as best I can. And we'll see you next time.